Hey lovelies, who's up for a read? Had a few interesting downloads this morning from Spirit, and I want to do some tarot and just see if these messages are aligned with what comes out of the tarot. And they're really throwing cards out of me this morning. All right, is anyone that dropped on the floor? No. Okay, so let's put those there. Those are a bit of a mess. Okay, so we've got Six of Swords, we've got Three of Wands, we've got the Emperor, we've got Queen of Swords, the High Priestess, Ace of Cups, the Chariot, Ace of Swords, Seven of Swords, and Nine of Swords. Okay, so we've got some pretty major arcana cards, and yeah, some some big hitters in here, which is very good, because the message that I got earlier this morning is that it's around this, and it's you were always meant to play big, and when you came onto this earth plane, you came with a really big light that over time was slowly dimmed by people around you. And I feel like for many of you, you have found this light again, and now it's just a case of, well, what are you going to do with that light, and how bright will you shine? And you know that it's supposed to be a very bright and potent light, because you're a big hitter and you were never meant to play small. So anyway, let's unpack that message with the cards now. And given that so many cards have dropped out of the pack, I'm probably going to have to take this over two parts. So stay with me on this one. I think this is going to be really interesting, and let's see where this goes. Okay, I'm getting here for a lot of you, you've walked away from a situation, and it was all to do with self-love and your journey of healing. You know, we're all on this journey of healing, but I feel like there was something that happened where someone could have triggered you and forced you into this position of having to walk away from a situation. It was like you finally realized that you needed to use your heart, choose you, and it was your heart that helped you to choose you in the quest for this love and healing journey, to walk away from a situation because it was no longer serving you, and it was no longer. It was like you came to this realization that this light that you hold and that you've had ever since you've come into this world, the people that were around you, the situations that you kept finding yourself in, was no longer working for you. It was like, and I want to say as well that these people that you've walked away from, or this person that you walked away from, they knew and saw your light, and it really threatened them. And it threatened them so much that they just really had to wield their power and control over you, so that you didn't ever find that light and that potency behind it. So you've walked away from it, and you're leaving that behind. Is there anything else? Feel like you've really had to go deep and really explore some mindset beliefs and patterns that you've built up over time, and that mindset has been around you trying to protect yourself and constantly justify yourself, And so for you walking away, it's been a very freeing, you've found freedom in doing this, because now you're no longer locked in this jail of old self-beliefs that don't serve you. So you're paddling away or walking away from something, and you're making plans. That's what the Four of Wands is about. You're making plans about what are the new experiences ahead of you. What do they look like? What do they entail? You know, whenever we're starting out something new, it's always important. I have a 3-step plan when I'm starting something new, and it is this. It's about know what you want. When you have it in your head around what it is that you want, and I would write this down on paper, make a plan as to how you're going to get there and all of the things that sort of branch off what it is that you want. So make a plan. And then JFDI, just fucking do it. Okay, so that's Four of Wands. Planning. Next one is the Emperor. Now this is a big hitter card, right? So this is one of the biggest energies, masculine energies in the deck, and it's around you stepping into your power, and having that willpower, the energy, and the certainty behind your plan, and knowing exactly what it is, having the rigor and being very fucking firm and staunch in your decision and in your power for what it is that you'd like to accomplish and achieve as you charter this next course of your life. Yeah, he's a very powerful figure. He's also very protective. So this could be the protective side of it, could be you protecting your energy, you protecting your peace, you protecting your family, and just sussing out your surroundings to make sure that no one is going to come in and fuck with your shit and what you're trying to start. Sorry to swear, I know it's very early, but it's a message, right? It's a message. Also talks about, so that's the masculine energy, but the Queen of Swords energy is around the feminine side, also stepping in, who she's very direct, she speaks her mind, she can be seen as quite cold and calculated, and again, this is all because she's so responsible, okay, she knows what her responsibilities are, so again, she's very protective in her own right and in her feminine energy, which complements this card quite nicely. So you've got the masculine energy, you've also got the feminine energy, who is very protective around what's hers, and analytical, but also she's been through a lot in her life. She's suffered some hardship, so she knows what it can look like if she doesn't go into protective mode, if she doesn't have her guard, her swords up, because she knows and has suffered from hardship. So the only way that we can know and learn in our lives is if we've failed and fallen down, and that's this card, okay? So learning from mistakes and just knowing that the next time round, well, this is where I fucked up last time, so I know for next time when not to do it, because I learned from my mistakes. The High Priestess, another big hitter card, okay? This reading is all about you being a big hitter. You came into this world with a lot of light, and it's been dulled and dimmed over time. And so now this is all about you finding your light, and moving away from people, relationships, family members, perhaps even parents that have tried to dim your light. So, High Priestess. Now, the High Priestess is about, she has the knowledge, the intelligence, the spirituality side of knowing what it is that she needs to do. She's patient. She trusts the process. I'm running out of time. Let's take this to a part 2.